Hello Internet, my name is Diana, and I have been waiting to show you this episode for quite a while. This one episode is the one that made me decide to come back to YouTube and start covering this show in the first place, so thank the idiot in it later. I'm not 100% sure about the legitimacy of this episode, as I could only find limited information on these people online, but for all I know, all of these people are actors and none of this was real. At least, I hope it was not real. As usual, guide video to this show right here, and let's get straight to introducing the couple. Andre, 30, and Anna, 26 years old. He is a psychologist specializing in sexology, and she is a screenwriter. They have only been married for 2 years, and ironically, they both work in a center for psychological help for couples, where they help other people heal their relationships and find other partners. And yes, you've heard me right. He specializes in sexology, meaning he's a psychologist specializing in sexual relationships, for those who did not know. Which is also quite ironic because they haven't been intimate for the duration of a whole year. The reasoning for that, according to the husband, is his healing spine injury that doesn't allow him to perform. Well, at least doesn't allow him to perform with his wife, because he has been performing quite well on the side with other women. This couple in particular has been in a broken marriage for almost a year now. They are one step away from filing the divorce papers, and they absolutely cannot stand each other. Especially the husband cannot stand his wife because he keeps raising his hands at her and treats her like absolute garbage.
Я тебя просил просто и все. Пожарь, пожалуйста, шашлык. Все! Больше ничего я от тебя не требую. Я не требую $1 миллион.
Ты можешь не орать на меня? Успокойся, блин, придурок!
Бывает, могу вот так вот просто за горло, да, потрясти. Вот так вот там, да, ну, чтобы человек как-то просто там, вот, ну, я не знаю, он где-то просто у него он в фантазиях вернулся как-то в тело, да.
Anger issues much? At least their friends were there to hold him back. Don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely against any kind of abuse, but considering the fact that domestic violence is not considered a crime in Russia anymore, maybe, just maybe, somebody a bit bigger and stronger than him should have picked him up by the collar and shook him up a little bit. Just a thought, you know? Just a thought. This couple is probably one of the only cases where I don't look at the cheating aspect too strictly because, to be honest with you, these guys do not have a relationship in the first place to be cheating on each other. There's nothing salvageable there. They absolutely hate each other and they just really need to separate by now. They have been trying to salvage whatever they thought they had in their relationship for the past year. It's not working, so in my opinion, this episode is literally just their escape from their toxic relationship. So on both sides, I won't be strictly judging the fact that they have cheated on each other. I am considering the fact that they have not gotten a divorce by now a miracle, okay? The couple separates in the ugliest way possible by the husband just throwing his wife's things out of the window, and off they went to meet their new partners for the week. You can probably tell by now this video is mostly going to be about the husband, so let's just review his participation on the show, and I'll tell you a bit later about what the wife has been through. The husband got exactly what he wanted, a young, athletic, and beautiful model whom he started seducing right the fuck away. Within the first couple of hours of arriving at her place, he managed to trash talk his wife and get her into an underwear to model for him. Yeah, sure. Modeling is what he wanted from her. Then they moved to other forms of modeling, and this dude just moved straight the fuck in. Their evening ended with her giving him a massage, then sharing a bath with him, and then sharing her bed as well. He moves so fucking quickly you could even think it's his knowledge in psychology and sexology that does it. But nope, it's just sexual addiction. Definitely sexual addiction, and I think you're gonna start agreeing with me about this in a couple of minutes. The next day, the husband took his new wife out shopping. To only one shop. A sex shop.
Ух ты! Слушай, классно.
Нравится?
Да,
Oh no, girl, what are you doing? Do not try it right there in front of him. He won't be able to contain himself, and too late. He has pushed her into the changing room. Never mind, moving on. Back at her place, they of course moved straight to trying the new outfit. And the editors of the show put German-themed music for that scene. And the cameraman, for some reason, filmed all of this.
Сделайте глубокий вдох и выдох. Вам должно стать уже легче.
Ну, чуть-чуть, наверное, да.
Совсем чуть-чуть. Мне кажется, у вас участилось сердцебиение. Я чувствую небольшое напряжение.
Да.
Oh yeah, he surely's got the body of a Greek god. I can see exactly why he's acting like he's the best thing your pussy might ever experience. After 2 days of having loads of fun with his new wife, the husband remembered he had a spine injury that prevented him from having so much fucking fun with his new wife.
Я позвоночник себе сломал. Вот, и из-за этого трабл. Ну, конкретный трабл. В сексуальном плане придется ждать вот выздоровления.
So the new wife, who also happened to be a nurse, a real-life nurse, not a nurse in a sex shop costume, called her friend who's a specialist doctor and brought the husband for an appointment, where he did the following.
Я вам выпишу, какую мазь нужно будет взять для спины и втирать ее вот в это место. Ну, вы что делаете, а?
Чего? Тихо, тихо,
Я
тихо, спокойно.
сейчас Юлю позову.
Зачем?
Молодой человек. Юля.
Не, у меня
Давайте так. Я просто не хочу лезть, Юля, в ваши отношения никаким образом.
Я не приставал, у меня мышечный спазм просто был, случайно рука, дернулась.
Oh yeah, sure, it was a muscle spasm. Let's just rewatch that muscle spasm and see how he spasmed all over the place.
Ну, вы что делаете, а?
Чего?
She should have totally slapped him across the face. The show would have had a much more satisfying scene in that case. He literally thinks he lives in Pornhub. I see no other explanation for such behavior towards every single woman that he meets. Unless it's his wife. Then his back hurts.
В сексуальном плане придется ждать вот выздоровления.
For some reason, the new wife believed him when he told her he never groped the doctor, and so they returned back to her place. By now, he started feeling completely at home, so he invited over his friend for a drink, without asking for permission.
Привет. Вот это Миша.
Здравствуйте, Михаил, Юля.
друг.
Очень приятно. А вы все хорошо, да, у вас?
Да.
Да, вроде да.
Да.
Пока все есть.
Я, простите, просто фитнесом занимаюсь. Мне очень важно жить по режиму. У меня ранний подъем, ранний отход ко сну. Поэтому, да, если можете, не задерживайтесь.
Ну, если
Хорошо?
вы уснете, мы не будем мешать. Как бы
Нет, мне очень важно, чтобы здесь никого не было. Хорошо? После 10-11 вечера здесь никого не должно быть.
Ну, она что-то стала выкобениваться, конечно, то, что там это... Типа, а что ты меня не спросил? Я говорю, ну как не спросил, если я вот сейчас у тебя спрашиваю?
Honey, I got us a dog. That's very cute, but have you thought about telling me first? Well, I'm telling you now. Here's our little baby. The next day, the pair went out to some cafe, and the husband proves once again that his mind holds no constructive thoughts whatsoever related to anything other than sex.
Если вот... Ну вот прямо сейчас там, да, он хочет орально, да, вот, а ты, допустим, там, я не знаю, хочешь там, ну какая-нибудь там стандартная поза. То есть тут получается как-то он должен что ли выиграть или как?
So what's the outcome of this conversation? That's right, they go fuck in the toilet. Obviously, what other normal outcome could there be? Out of nowhere, the husband actually decided to show the new wife one of his hobbies. What kind of hobby could a man like this have?
Мне кажется, она мощная, но розовенькая она такая, знаешь, прям дикая.
То есть ты ставишь на розовую, да?
Ну да.
Нет, я ставлю на черную. То, что в черном победит. Давай, давай!
Oh, of course. It just had to be. Obviously, he gets her to join in, otherwise this would not be Russian reality TV. And he starts enjoying every single second of it like some horny teenager who just discovered internet porn.
О, правильно, правильно, да-да-да. И отжарь ее конкретно. Опа. А вот это интересно. Да ну нафиг, я тоже туда пойду, а?
Hey, dude, I don't think you're allowed to do that. Oh, you're just going to go right in there with them. Okay. Watch your spine injury, I guess? After all of this, the new wife sets up a romantic sushi dinner as a surprise. And it goes something like this.
Не открывай глаза.
Не открываю.
Поцелуй. Теперь открывай.
Вау.
Стейк с палочками нормально или тебе?
Да, да, конечно, нормально, да.
I did not edit it like this. This is exactly how the scene transitions. Maybe he does live in an adult movie? Maybe after hundreds of thousands of hours of watch time on Pornhub, you are upgraded to a super premium version where the website starts consuming your life and becomes a reality, and every single girl you meet starts wanting you, and every interaction in your life feels like it's a beginning to a porno movie. Imagine the possibilities. The next morning, they both share a shower and start preparing for the double date ahead of them that day, which is about time because he would have probably gotten another spine injury if they continued at that rate. Before we get to the double date, a short summary of what the wife has been through. She basically got herself a mature man who, like a genie, fulfilled her every single wish and turned her life into a complete fairy tale for that week, so she absolutely enjoyed every single moment of it and had a fantastic time with him. And so, everybody meets at the double date, and it goes something like this.
Добрый день, молодые люди.
Здравствуйте, здравствуйте.
Марат.
Андрей.
Юля, очень приятно, Марат. Юля. Юля.
Скажи мне, у тебя было что-то с этой девушкой?
Ну да, мы завтракали.
Что значит вы завтракали? Ты спал с ней или нет? Или нет? Скажи мне прямо.
И честно,
Честно сказать?
конечно.
Что такое завтрак вообще? Это когда тебе приносят в постель после хорошей бурной ночи. Завтрак.
Что ты несешь, что ты говоришь?
Анют,
В смысле,
секундочку.
что я несу?
Я не хочу продолжать данный разговор, потому что я думаю, что ни к чему это не приведет.
Ань, слушайте, вы взрослые люди, у вас что-то было с Маратом, у нас был секс с Андреем.
Что значит, ты так спокойно об этом
Да,
говоришь?
я
Как ты
абсолютно-
смеешь? Закрой свой рот.
Марат,
я
мы
всё
взрослые
скажу.
люди. Ань, подождите, помолчите. Мы взрослые люди
Что
и
значит,
можем все
помолчите?
решить. И мы можем все
Я
решить.
разговариваю с
подожди,
твоим
подожди.
мужем. Ты мне всю жизнь испортил. Забирай свои вещи,
Слушай,
уёбывай. На все 4
Слушай,
стороны,
дружище,
тварь.
это мой маринад. На тебе, дарю тебе его. Чего тебе? Что тебе надо? Отверстие.
Марат,
Мы все
посмотри.
решили, все, ребята,
Марат,
хватит.
Марат.
Пошли, я не могу больше. Всё.
Уходите. Видеть вас больше не хочу.
Yes, both of them are cheaters and both of them are shitty in their relationship, but I was kind of rooting for the bearded genie. Just saying. After that date, the new wife finally came into her senses and realized that the man next to her is just some horny teenager who will use her for the rest of her life if she allows him to. So she kicks him out.
Роллы я заказывала, все я, еда моя. Ты здесь живешь на всем готовеньком, ты вообще даже копеечки не вложил практически в это во все, ну там за исключением каких-то подарочков по типу там медицинского вот этого вот костюма, и то потому что удовлетворить твои сексуальные желания. Ну а что ты смеешься? Что ты смеешься?
А я смотрю, ты, алчная, да?
А ты нет?
Слушай, ты нормальная, вообще, а?
Я удалю твой номер, больше тебя видеть не хочу, понятно тебе? У тебя есть 3 минуты.
Justice has been served. Not only that, but the new wife immediately filed for a divorce. So happy ending for all. The real-life quagmire gets to live the bachelor life he wants and fuck as many girls as he wants with his magic Pornhub powers.
Giggity, giggity.
I hope that he learned something from this experience, and I hope that he never tries to be in a serious relationship ever again. Otherwise, he should just use protection and use his powers wisely. I hope you enjoyed once again this very unique character. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope to see you again on my channel. Bye!